potential this entire set. Maybe they have a curveball. They are showing a Hanzo right now. I don't think that's going to be in play, but I would be thrilled if it was.
Well, they're supposed to have something prepared specially for NiP. We just didn't see it yesterday, I don't feel like, or at least what they had prepared special didn't really work out for them. I mean, Epix, I'm assuming he's going to be switching back to Hanzo, so I'm not really expecting him to be committing to that one and see what we play on the high ground, it seems. So, I don't know. Looks like we're going to see Zappis on Junkrat. I don't want to believe that, but I still love to see it.
I would like to see the Junkrat, and FX is still not moving out here. Are we going to have a restart? I feel like the Reds are not ready.
Maybe.
Because now...
Oh, server's lagging, yeah. Okay, I was wondering what all that skipping around was doing. Well,
yeah, so it's not just us. The server is something terrible is happening here. I think they might have to remake. Because you wouldn't want play under these conditions here, where they're just going to pause and maybe see if it clears up.
Take that time for him to just do, sponsor shoutouts.
All right, so it looks like I was seeing things that I wanted to see, or maybe not wanted to see, but I was expecting to see, because we're looking at the player point of view here. It feels like the lag is gone, so whatever weird, creepy voodoo is going on is seemingly passed. So now we can talk about the defense, and FX still on Hanzo in the back line, but probably going to swap it off.
That's like the only time he doesn't get to, or he doesn't have to play Ana, is in the warm-up, in the preparing your defense section. So he's going to go back over to Ana. So pretty standard hold. It looks like they're comfortable keeping Wumer, though, on Tracer, just kind of harass this back line. Zappis on Torbjorn, probably not going to be expecting that. He was on Junkrat before as well. Probably won't be expecting that either. Most likely a Soldier, I would guess. If anything, maybe a Pharah. But it's going to be pretty standard comps here for both teams.
Nothing too crazy coming out here. Zappis, of course, probably going to be swapping off that Torbjorn, despite how much it would be beautiful to see him run an offensive Torb. Not going to happen. And NiP coming out about standard is as standard gets, but Umera is on the defensive Tracer, Jason. We'll see if he can continue giving NiP troubles.
Yeah, in the position he's in, too, like, he can easily drop on top of them or just kind of zip around the backside, going for like an L-shaped blink, but so far Frag is just taking constant shit from the high ground and not really being dealt with here, but the window for Umera to actually rewind back up there was just fading as he does land there perfectly. Times that one really well. But they've already broken the shield. We're up. He doesn't have a Roadhog on his side, and with that shield now gone and with Umera being slept, they're under a little bit of pressure.
Fraggy got boosted up there. May have been able to go forward and make something happen, but was taking too much damage, had to back out. Interesting exchange here from both teams. Usually, Anubis is a little bit more decisive, but NiP taking their time, still very good HP. Himsy free to look for a hook right now. Umera up over the top, still causing problems.
Fraggy's trying to
jump
up there.
Here we go. Fraggy does jump up to the high ground. And we'll see if NiP just follows this up entirely, but Fraggy's just going to go to town, gets a nano boost, but Ruape has the same thing going in his favor. 3 kills here from the Reds, and their counter engage better than the NiP engage.
He hit a giant Earth Shatter there. That was insane. I think he caught like almost the entirety, 4 people minimum with that Earth Shatter on the side of NiP, and that just shut them down. It seems like they took the game plan away from NiP. And now you go back to the drawing board here. I know the overlay is a little bit wrong here, guys. I'll fix it in just a second. But that was interesting to see them try to climb that high ground.
Yeah, usually you don't see teams try and just muscle their way through, but NiP, they're all about power and aggression, so why not try and power through in a way that most people do? But Umera able to get to the back line, grabs 2 with the pulse bomb, ends up dying, but the damage has been done, Jason. He stops that fight before it can even begin.
Yeah, well, Himsy does take Umera down, but it's a Tracer. You get back to the point relatively quickly, so it's not that big of a loss for you in the end. But NiP are starting to struggle here. I'm not sure if they're going on tilt, but I was thinking Reds have really been able to do some serious work. Umera in particular on the Tracer has been able to cause a lot of pressure, and Himsy not hitting these hooks doesn't really help.
What a grab talk coming out of Freewise. Grabs in all 4 members of NiP in the back line, but a counter Earthshatter coming out here from Fraggy might be opening way for NiP. Zappis piling on, Nano Visor, no, immediately goes down after he uses it. It has been a bloodbath here. NiP, though, slightly healthier as they get more on to the point.
Yeah, and not to mention having to run back from that defending side is going to take a lot longer than it takes running back from the offensive side. Let's see if they can get out of this choke. Looks like Fraggy's going to have to kind of give up this position. Exceed, though, has Tac Visor ready and on the high ground, and no one really to deal with them. It comes down to Zappis and Zupe together, since Himsy's not going to have a decent chance to really hit this hook.
So NiP, they didn't really feel confident with the advantage they might have had there. They had to back off and wait for people to respawn, and it's given Reds the opportunity to come back and reinforce his point. And Exceed right now, just laying in the damage in over the top, and no one on him at all right now. And with Fraggy going down, NiP going to be losing a lot of their durability as they try and push in here. As Himsy having to take refuge in this corner. We'll see if the Reds actually chase him down.
Well, Mapu's just trying to escape, it seems, but he's going to charge on by Ruip, who now has Earthshatter ready to go yet again. I don't think he's going to be using it, though, anytime soon. And just as I was saying that, I thought he was going to go for it, but they pick up a kill on Akainu already and pretty much takes on Frag. And NiP, they're just falling by the wayside. They have 45 seconds left to capture his first point, let alone finish off the map here.
NiP is in a very rough shape here. I mean, NiP was going with probably the most aggressive Anubis attack I've seen in terms of just trying to go up the high ground, but it has not been working out. Pulse Bomb connects on the Himsy. 30 seconds left. NiP has one good attack here, Jason, where they can come into the 6. And I think a lot is going to depend on Mapu just landing the Graviton to set things up.
Well, keep in mind, Exceed's had this tac visor for the last 2 fights and just hasn't felt like he's needed to use it. FX in a situation to actually give this to him, and we don't have anyone who can dislodge it from that position. You don't have a Winston, you don't have a Diva. This is going to be really troublesome, especially if Fraggy can't keep his shield charged.
We'll have to see. Mapu right now looking for the Graviton, coming right in. Gonna drop the Graviton in the back line. Gets only the Ana, and ends up getting slept. Ana stays alive for a little bit longer there as Exceed in over the top with the tac visor. Picks off 2, and NiP, they don't get on the point. They get full held on Anubis, and suddenly the Helsinki Reds have a great opportunity now, Jason, to flip the series in their favor and go up in the lead 2-1.
I don't know what's going on here, guys. I honestly don't know. NiP, like, clearly the favorites of the entire tournament. So many people kept saying, oh, easy money for NiP, but Helsinki Reds are pushing them to the brink here, and I don't know if it's just NiP warming up or them not taking them seriously, but they sure as hell have to after that full hold. Now they have to somehow come out with a full hold themselves. We talked about this, ZP on Nabani, and how it's really hard to attack first and get full held and then somehow defend second in full hold. This allows so many different opportunities and so many different potentially crazy compositions coming out from the Helsinki Reds, which Exceed on Widowmaker currently sitting on. There's a good possibility he's going to go for it.
Absolutely. And by the way, apparently I was calling the Helsinki Reds Helsinki Reds or something along those lines. So that's just
don't worry. You're only offending an entire country.
So I've corrected it. Yeah. But I also have the incredible excuse of being injured. So
and also it's really you've been up like since 3 a.m. to cast this. So.
Sure. But this is really interesting. I feel like going back to more real analysis on the last point, I feel like NiP, instead of using any sort of subtlety and attacking the point, they just tried to go right up the gut repeatedly, over and over again. They didn't really try and go in from, say, the left side or the right side or any sort of cool engages that we see teams do on Anubis. They just tried to power through the defense from the Reds, and it did not work out at all.
Yeah, it was just Fraggy constantly trying to jump up on this middle platform here using these spices. And yes, he could get up there, but the problem is the first time he actually successfully got there, well, there was now a boost on both Reinhardts, and Ruip's like, all right, you can go up there. I'm going to run past you and Earthshatter your entire team.
All right, now this is where NiP, they can bring this back somewhat. They can force a draw with an equally good defense, but easier said than done. Usually teams on Anubis will manage to get the first point, so NiP has put themselves in a rough situation here. And Exceed on this Widow here, Jason, if he gets even one pickoff, that could spell doom for NiP.
Yeah, 100%, and it's going to come down to Zappis mostly to deal with this, and he actually reflects a sleep dart out of FX directly into his face, so that's one way to deal with it if you put him to sleep, but now Zappis has already gone down here. Frag has been forced to retreat back to the point here. Umera is constantly harassing from the backside with the Tracer, and this is not looking good at all.
No, not at all. Unless you're a fan of the Reds, in which case it is looking great. They get the early pickoff. Headshot on the Himsy. Himsy, lucky to stay alive there. Gets bailed out by Fraggy towards the very end. And now for NiP, this is a little bit of sanity. They should be able to hold on for a little bit longer here, but Himsy actually way out of sorts here. Eats the Ana Bio Grenade, doesn't get healed up for a while, has to run back, and will save himself. That was risky there for a moment as the Reds continue to pile on the pressure.
I look at positioning that Helsinki Reds are fighting in. This is nowhere where Exceed can really help you. So with Rumera and Rape already able to pick up a couple of kills, Exceed actually finally able to chime back in, and Zappis is going to pop this Dragon Blade to somewhat do something in this one as he gets taken out by Exceed while he's in midair. I can't seem to hit anyone with my camera work. Now Himsy, one of the last men alive on the point, he's eventually going to fall this one as he's just trying to heal up here, trying to get this hook, trying to get some sort of clicks on it pretty wise. He connects. They hold the point for now, but you can still see the green or the blue coming in from the left-hand side, and BBR takes him down.
Exceed had 2 wonderful picks to start out that fight, was able to get him both Ana and Genji, and that's the reason why the side of the Reds are able to get onto this point. Grabs Kindle early on, and Exceed going past any expectations right now, getting those early shots, and this might be enough. The Reds swarming onto that point. NiP going to be falling behind the series now, Jason, in all likelihood, down 1-2. This is big here for the Reds.
honestly never thought I would say that. NiP behind in the series in this tournament. I thought they had this thing pretty much wiped up here. Himsy, yeah, he's buying a lot of time, but we know how this one goes. You've all played competitive. You know there's no coming back from that. And now 2-1.